Now, the world is discussing Gaza, and it has been since several months now. Even every leader, every country has an opinion. High-stakes meetings are being held almost every day, from US President Joe Biden to Chinese President Xi Jinping. They are talking about a Gaza solution. But is any of this diplomatic hyperactivity helping the besieged Strip's 2 million plus people? The simple answer, as of now, is no. Just this morning, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken met with the Israeli war cabinet. He discussed the ongoing war and pushed for the proposed peace plan.
As always, I very much appreciate the opportunity to exchange views and perspectives with friend and ear, both on the situation in Gaza, the regional perspectives, and of course we're intensely focused on the hostages and determination to bring them home to their families.
It's good to see how committed this group is to the hostages, to solving the situation, to figure out ways to promote peace, prosperity, and, if possible, tranquility.
Even as the top American diplomat was sitting across Israeli leaders, the IDF was bombing Rafah. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has ordered Israeli troops to focus on the crowded Rafah, claiming that the victory on Hamas is just months away. Note that almost half of Gaza is currently living in Rafah.
Our heroic fighters are now fighting in Khan Yunis, the main stronghold of Hamas. We instructed the IDF to prepare to operate also in Rafah and 2 of the refugee camps in the center, the last remaining strongholds of Hamas. We are on the path of total victory. Victory is within reach. It's not a matter of years or decades, it's a matter of months.
Meanwhile, on Thursday, Netanyahu rejected a proposal to end the war. He called the terms put out by Hamas delusional. The militant group had proposed a 3-stage plan, with each stage spanning over 45 days. The plan proposed the exchange of the remaining hostages for around 1,500 Palestinian prisoners. Now, the plan also envisages flow of aid to Gaza and withdrawal of the Israeli forces, along with reconstruction of the besieged Strip. The Palestinian group has made itself clear that it will not agree to any deal that does not include an end to the war and Israeli withdrawal. Israel, on the other hand, maintains that the war will go on until Hamas is eradicated. Negotiators are back to square one as Israel refuses to accept peace plans and pushes further into Gaza. As of now, a Hamas delegation is in Cairo to discuss further push to the peace process. Jordan's King Abdullah is also touring the West, now calling on leaders to push Israel into ending its hostilities in Gaza.
And I'm especially alarmed by reports that the Israeli military intends to focus next on Rafah, where hundreds of thousands of Palestinians have been squeezed in a desperate search for safety. Such an action would exponentially increase what is already a humanitarian nightmare, with untold regional consequences.
Now, that was the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres raising alarm about the nightmarish reality in Gaza. Israel has refused all claims. It says they are taking steps to avoid civilian casualties. But as of this morning, at least 11 people were killed in Rafah after Israel struck 2 houses. Israel's staunch ally, the United States, is pushing for a ceasefire. Blinken told Israeli leaders that the civilian toll is too high to not be discussed. They cannot be attacked. The US, on the one hand, has maintained they want to contain the war from spilling over, but on the other, its actions in Iraq, Syria and Yemen risk further escalation. Baghdad has warned that repeated American strikes against Iran-backed groups in the country is pushing them to end the US-led coalition in the country. On Wednesday, the US military killed a Kataib Hezbollah commander in a strike in capital Baghdad. 3 people were killed in the American strike.